Hi and hello everyone. Welcome to Pop and Culture episode number 31. I'm Adrian.
I'm Jay.
And we're here back for another week of fun, fantastic beer drinking.
And also we've now done just as many episodes as there's flavors of ice cream at Baskin-Robbins.
So are you implying that instead of doing beer and alcohol, we should have done Baskin-Robbins flavors?
No, beer floats.
Baskin-Robbins, if you're listening, we'd appreciate your support in beer floats.
Absolutely.
In which case, let's just stick with the Powder Monkey Pale Ale.
Okay.
Brought to you by the Heavy Seas. All right, so it is a name for the young sailor who hefted bags of gunpowder to the cannon aboard ships. This traditional English-style pale ale is charged with earthy hops and a firm malt character. I swear, usually I can read, but there's no pictures to go around with it, and without Cyclops word bubbles, I apparently have a hard time. Yeah, that makes sense.
And this is Clipper City Brewing Company out of Baltimore, Maryland. I don't know if we've had any Baltimore beers yet.
One for you and one for me. Let's give it a shot.
There's still a little bit of styrofoam on here from the box.
It's a flavor enhancer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Styrofoam is a flavor enhancer.
Yeah. And according to an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force that I watched, you can also burn it to heat your house.
I rarely watch that show anymore, but every now and then I'll catch an episode, and it cracks me up every time.
I haven't seen anything since the first season, so it's been a couple years. But
that's
hilarious.
Like a decade, dude. That is almost a decade.
I know, right?
You are a little behind on the times.
Yeah, I could catch up in like a weekend, right?
Yeah, 15-minute episodes. No reason you could.
Yeah, no.
It's okay.
I'm not impressed.
It's okay.
It's no. I had okay beer in Seattle at the tap house. I ordered an okay beer off the menu.
You did order an okay beer. Yeah. That's right.
I don't think this quite lives up to the okay beer.
So this is just beer.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed in the beer. So here's the deal. We usually come way too much food, way lethargic.
Right.
I'm now on the opposite side. I didn't eat enough, and now I'm a little sleepy. But I was looking forward to like a good beer to excite me.
This is not.
And now I'm just like, well, you guys, Jay's gonna do this show solo. I'm gonna just sit back here and drink bad beer.
Oh, you mean like that solo episode that you're never gonna redo?
Oh my god. Like this is how you bring it up.
Yeah, well,
in front of like you air our private business.
I figured there was a good segue there.
It is a good. No, it's not. I have no excuse. As we all learned, I deleted it by accident because technology apparently is not my friend, and I have been so busy I haven't had a chance to do it again.
Okay,
that is bottom line.
Okay, fine.
Now you threw me under the heavy seas. And now
I made you my powder monkey.
Actually, I did that once to this one girl. So, anywho, how you been, bud?
Good. Yeah.
What's been going on?
Just work.
Yeah.
The thing that pays the bills.
Oh,
if I could get less of those bills to pay, I think that'd be good.
I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but don't buy things. Maybe.
Shit! I knew I was doing something wrong.
Yeah. Or buy things and then just don't pay for them. That is the American way.
I did that once.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How did that work out for you?
There was a lawsuit that happened.
Oh.
Garnished. And
you didn't file bankruptcy, did you?
No.
No, see, that's... Buy everything you want within like 3 months and then just file bankruptcy and keep it all.
Well, see, and here's the thing. It wasn't even me buying things. It was... I lived in Portland for a bit, and when I moved, my roommate was supposed to pay the bills, and he never did. And it was in my name. I should have known better when I moved in with a guy named Sterling Silversmith.
You should have known better when you moved to Portland.
Okay, this was...
No. Go ahead.
This was 2005.
That doesn't make it...
This was before Portland was super hipster.
No. Boo. I can't condone such behavior.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You know that.
No, yeah.
No. All right, why don't you tell me about some TV?
Okay, I watched some TV.
Okay. Oh, you're going to talk about TV shows. No, I wanted you to tell me how TV actually works.
So there's these little aliens inside, and there's a series of tubes and wires, and they paint each other and then throw each other up on the screen to form a picture. they get referred to as pixels.
No, I believe that's that new game that's coming out called Splatoon, where you actually shoot paint at a screen. You have no idea about this game, do you?
I don't. I was thinking you were going to make a reference to the upcoming movie Pixels.
What movie called Pixels?
You don't know the Pixels?
I don't know. I know the Pixels.
Yeah, it's. I want to say it's another one of like the. I don't think it's Pixar, but in that realm, like the computer animated.
Okay,
called the Pixels.
I'm listening. Tell me more.
I don't know much about it.
Are you thinking about the one where it's the little voices inside people's heads? Because that is not called Pixels.
No, there's a movie called Pixels.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me about Splatoon though, while I look up Pixels.
Splatoon's a new video game coming out for the Wii U.
Oh.
What? Oh no! Don't start like that. Why are you owing the Wii U?
No, nothing.
Okay, it's a new game for the Wii U where essentially you run around with this little squid gun that shoots ink everywhere.
Okay.
But it's an entire open source world where you just run around and rock out with your bad self. Oh, okay, I do know what you're talking about now. Yes, all I've seen is the movie poster.
Right, which is what I've seen, so that's why I don't know what it's about. But yes, large pixelated creatures.
Isn't Adam Sandler involved with this one?
Very, very possibly.
Right? Like, I have a feeling Adam Sandler is involved with this one.
Adam Sandler, Peter Dinklage, Kevin James, and Josh. I think that says Cad.
Well, of course, Kevin James. If it's Adam Sandler, he has to bring in all of his buddies.
So
like
who do you think Steve Buscemi's playing? The little Koopa mushroom?
I don't know. From the list of the people you just told me was in it, I don't want to watch it all of a sudden.
No. I think Peter Dinklage is probably going to be the best part of that movie. Mainly because of that goddamn mullet.
Is that from the movie?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. So it's live action and pixels?
Yes, it's pixelated characters in the real world.
So you said you didn't know anything about the movie. God, I don't even want to finish that beer.
No, I only know that because I looked at this image of Donkey Kong in real life Times Square.
I'm sure you guys are catching everything.
Yeah, no, it's good, right? You can see this? Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to us in silence as we look at something you can't see.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Okay,
There you go.
yeah.
And for those of you listening to the audio version, listen to us look at something you can't see.
Yeah, either way, you're not seeing this.
No.
Like, I could go like this, but we all know that means nothing to you. Nothing to you. Let's talk about things that do mean something to you.
TV, what have you watched this last week?
Well, I haven't been home very much. So right after Emerald City, I kind of had 1 day, 2 days of downtime, and then went right off to Vancouver Fan Expo.
How are the all-dressed chips?
So
that's not a good way to start this story.
So for those of you who do not know, Canada has chips and candy we do not have here. And Jay's favorite chip that we don't have here is called
All Dressed.
All Dress. He's also a particular fan of only one particular brand of All Dress.
No. I will. There's like 2 brands.
Oh, okay. But what's your preferred?
Well, Ruffles is the one that makes the big one.
That's the one you like the most. So, Vancouver Fan Expo. We wrapped up Sunday night and we drove back home to Seattle Sunday night. And we're like, oh, we're just going to stop by a grocery store and pick up some chips and candy for Jay.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So we pull up to the Safeway and we get out of the car and we walk up to the sliding glass door that opens and it does not open.
Their Safeways aren't 24 hours?
So remember when I told you earlier, and trivia for everybody else, Good Friday and Easter Sunday are considered holidays in Canada to the point where even the stores are closed.
You can do national health care, but you can't be open on Easter? What the hell?
Well, they are open. They close at like 3.
That's not open.
I agree. So we went to the Safeway. Closed, buddy. Ouch. So then we tried the Walmart. Also closed. So we keep driving closer to the border, pulling over every now and then. We then stopped at the London Pride. I think it's called London Pride.
Okay.
The pharmacy, like our Walgreens.
Right.
And also, closed. Wow. So we continue our drive. There is one exit left until we get back to the States. And we pull into this exit, and there's a 7-Eleven there.
Seems promising.
Right? Guess what they don't have?
All dressed chips.
Don't have All Dress, buddy. Don't have All Dress. So the other person in the car looks at their GPS and goes, well, there's one more grocery store just down the ways a bit. Let's go try them. And they are also closed. So we're like, that's it. We have no other options. We are going home. And on the way home, as we were about to get back on the freeway, we see this little illuminated sign in the corner. And it's this little mom and pop grocery store that's open.
Okay.
So sitting at home for you is a bag of Old the Dutch, all dressed.
I enjoy Old Dutch.
And Ruffles. I want you to compare the two. I got
Okay.
you a bag of each.
All right. I thought that story was going to end much sadder than that.
I know, that's the way I was taking it. No, it's called a curveball.
Oh.
It's called a curveball.
I was going to say, I don't even have a good beer in front of me to drown my sorrows in.
Nope.
But,
you'll have all dressed. I was thinking about maybe taking them with us when we go to Anaheim.
okay. Yeah.
Unless you want them before then.
No, I'll just have to make sure I bring some back because CPA wants to try them.
Oh, goodness. Really? Go to Vancouver and get your own. I'm not your errand boy. I'm his errand boy.
You heard it here.
I also got some dill chips, which you know I love so much.
Yeah.
And a Doritos nacho cheese / ketchup flavor. Right?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel about that. But it's all coming with me to Anaheim.
Okay. Huh.
Right? A little weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to try it. You have to.
We're going to eat it. Let's not kid ourselves.
Right.
We're going to eat it. Plus, it has Iron Man on the cover.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, right? I'm in. Along with some candies that was referred to us like the Coffee Crisp, which is delicious.
Did you get the Canadian Smarties?
I did not get Canadian Smarties.
Okay. You know about the Canadian Smarties.
I do.
For those of you that are watching or listening that aren't familiar, in the U.S., we have this candy called Smarties. They're these little, like, flavored chalk discs. Yeah, you get them at Halloween mainly. In Canada, their Smarties are M&Ms without the M's on them.
Mm-hmm. So here's the funniest part. While I was there, when we were grocery shopping, we were talking about Smarties. The two people I was with had no idea what the American Smarties are like.
Oh, they didn't know the American Smarties?
They did not know the American Smartie, only the Canadian.
Oh, you need to take better people with you.
It was George and Charlene. Yeah.
Huh.
Right?
That's so surprising.
You think they would know?
Yeah.
No, had no clue.
Wow.
Like, I tried to explain it for like 25 minutes, and I'm not going to go waste my money on buying American Smarties.
Oh, no,
Those things
no.
are gross.
No, yeah.
Like, maybe flick at people.
Right?
So, yeah, that was Vancouver.
Okay.
I did get a chance to catch up on one thing, though.
Okay, which is?
American Horror Story Season 3, Coven.
Okay. So I stopped after Season 1.
Season 1...
And I should clarify, I didn't stop. I paused.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will tell you now, Season 1 has been my least favorite season of them all so far. Yep. I don't like Season 1. It was too weird sexually with the guy in the rubber suit
that
and
got
uncomfortable. No, man.
And the whole, like, maid thing was a little weird.
Skip it.
Well,
Just skip Season 1.
I already watched it.
So you watched all of it?
We watched all of Season 1 and then moved on to something else.
So Season 2 has a couple weird sexual things, but it also deals with the devil and it kind of explains it a little better where you're like, it's not so much out of left field. It actually fits into the story.
Okay.
Whereas Season 1, you're just throwing a dude in a plastic suit to throw the dude in a plastic suit in.
Right.
So Season 3 was The Coven. It's all about the witches.
Right.
Season 4 is Freak Show, which is not on Netflix yet, which is all about the circus.
Right.
Season 5, so throughout this whole time, it's all the same actors portraying different characters.
Okay. We've
learned now, come Season 5, it will actually explain that everyone is actually connected.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I'm looking forward to it. So far, I've actually enjoyed Season 3 the most.
Okay.
Which I talked to some other people who watch it pretty regularly, and they're like, not my favorite season. It's my favorite season. Thought it was really good. The end seemed to wrap up really quickly. Like, the story was building and building and building. It got to episode 12, and they're like, oh, we got one left. Let's just cut it off and call it good, right? So they just kind of summed everything up in this last episode.
Okay.
Which the ending, I'm not going to say it's not anticlimactic. You're just like, okay, got it, done. But now I'm curious to see how it's all going to connect at the end.
Okay.
I will say the best part about Season 2 is you see Adam Levine just get murdered horrendously. So if you are not a Maroon 5 fan or just don't like Adam Levy's smug face, watch like the intro to season 2. It's gory, it's bloody, but he gets messed up.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. What have you been watching?
So we were able to get caught up on most of our shows.
Sweet.
So we're caught up on Arrow, caught up on Flash, caught up on Gotham because it hasn't been on in a month, I found out. I thought I had a couple episodes to watch. We fired up the on-demand, and oh no, they were on a 2-month break.
Yes.
We're caught up on Big Bang Theory. Walking Dead is done. We're caught up on The Following, which is a awesome show.
I really want to get into that one. Jess refuses to watch it.
You travel enough.
I know.
Just watch it when you're not home.
I do this weird thing when I travel. It's called work.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Okay. So, do you know how you have the bills?
Yeah. We were talking about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So call back to bills.
Right.
You know how I also have the bills because I maybe buy everything I want as soon as I want it.
Yeah.
Hey, I have no impulse control.
I was gonna say, you know that thing is. Oh no, you don't know that thing, impulse control.
I don't know that thing, impulse control. No, this does not exist in my world. Anywho, to supplement that impulse control, to make that possible, I have this thing called the job. And my job...
I've heard of that.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So I have this guy called the boss who gives me money in exchange for doing what I'm told.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal in like 48 states.
No, as long as you do it willingly. Oh my God, am I a prostitute? Oh God.
See, and if I understand your job correct, there's pictures involved, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh folks, this is taking a bleak turn.
At least you've got a good beard.
Oh God. Am I in the pornography?
You might be.
I do what I'm told and photos are involved. Oh my, I'm embarrassed. I hope my parents aren't watching this. My parents don't watch this. Who am I kidding?
Right.
Please, they would have disowned me after half the times I said fuck.
Right.
There it is.
Oh. Anyways, so you watched the American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. I have I think I'm caught up on everything but the latest episode of Flash.
Okay. So, The Following. I've explained it.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Yeah.
FBI agent hunting down a serial killer. We're a few episodes into season 3 now, and they were setting this person up to be like the new big bad.
I remember you were explaining that, the new cult leader.
Yeah. Gone. So this is the guy that trained the big serial killer from the first 2 seasons. You find out that he's actually done this with many people. He's trained up many people to be serial killers. So they're now setting him up to be the big guy the FBI is hunting down. And now he's just gone. Somebody else killed him.
Was it the female member of the cult?
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah, so like you're not expecting it. It's just random, like
well, you weren't expecting
halfway through an episode, he's just gone. And you're like, well, fuck. That guy's not the big bad. The guy that killed him is apparently even worse than he is. So that's really good. That's Monday nights. We watched a couple more episodes of Empire.
Okay.
We've got 1 episode left. It's the 2-hour-long season finale. Love that show. I'm excited for that to come back. I think that's about all we watched.
So a couple of shows I want to touch on really fast.
Okay.
One, Fresh Off the Boat, is still amazing. I strongly suggest everybody still watch it. The other one I want to touch on is Daredevil.
Yes.
Daredevil is coming out this weekend.
It is.
And I'm so bummed I don't get to watch it right away.
Right?
And you don't get to watch it right away either.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Well,
you may or may not.
I may or may not.
How about this? This is going to be a good one, guys. As you know, I'm going to be gone for a little bit. I'm going to come back and then leave again. When I get back at the end of this month, why don't we set a Saturday aside and just binge watch the whole thing? Can you wait 2 weeks?
So my issue with that, I'm totally willing to do that, but I may still have the same problem that I would have had on whether I watch it myself this weekend.
No, you don't. You don't.
Just don't tell her?
Well, I'm not saying don't tell her. Invite her, and if she says no, be like, oh, I already promised Adrian I would. And it's not like she's going to watch and hear this discussion. Okay, wait a minute. My Jess, don't tell his Jess about this discussion.
She still hasn't even... Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys come and binge watch with us?
Okay.
It'll be good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll make hurricanes.
Wait.
Yeah.
What is it? That's the 25th, isn't it?
Maybe?
I'm out of town.
Shut up. Where are you going?
It is my grandmother's 80th birthday.
That's not more important than Daredevil. Everyone lives to 80 now. 90. It would be more important than Daredevil. 80 is kind of hit or miss, brother. Hit or miss. All right, I'm going to look at my calendar. Let's see.
If you didn't have Sunday
Oh, no. It's no. May the 2nd. I'm not back till May the 2nd.
May the 2nd is Free Comic Book Day.
Yes. And May 1st, we're already watching Avengers. Actually, we're watching Avengers.
On April 30th.
And again on May 1st.
It's true.
Okay. Guys, I know you just listened to us do our social calendar. Maybe we won't binge watch Daredevil together.
Maybe not.
Damn.
Maybe we'll have to wait till the second Netflix show.
Okay, maybe we'll do Luke Cage.
Is that which one?
Yeah, Luke Cage is next.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
that means we can watch independently.
There you go. All right. So movies. Did you catch any movies?
I feel like yeah.
Sorry. Did you watch any movies that we can talk about on air? Let's start there.
Oh, okay. No. Yes and no. So it was a very long weekend. I spent a little bit more time in my hotel room than usual when I'm on trips. And it is possible I could not sleep for the life of me. And I woke up a couple times at like 3 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep.
Again, or is this a movie you should be talking about? Okay.
Well, yes, I can talk about it, but I am personally ashamed that I watched it.
Frozen?
So it is possible that I watched in the hotel Fast and the Furious #1.
Okay.
Followed by Drive Angry. The Nicolas Cage movie where he literally drives out of hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one I'm fine with.
Okay.
But Nicolas Cage?
It was like 5 a.m. I couldn't sleep. What else was I going to do? Bars are already closed at that point. I couldn't sleep. Yeah. I'm sure as hell not going to go work out.
Yeah.
That's stupid, right? I would have drank all that beer and whiskey the night before for nothing.
That's true. Yeah.
So I watched Drive Angry.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I'm saying I watched it.
Did you enjoy it?
No. I actually saw it originally in the theater, so it was my second time watching it. Oh my God. I have a problem. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Okay. We'll let that one go.
Not even with my movie pass, yo. This is pre-movie pass. I know. I paid money.
I was okay with it until you said that.
Money.
Oh. Cinnabar?
Don't look at me. What? No, I think this was even before Cinnabar. Like this was like an AMC at Everett Mall kind of situation.
Oh.
Word.
There is nothing good about that situation.
I mean, I had popcorn, I'm sure, and I love popcorn.
Yeah, there's a lot other ways you could get popcorn without having to sit through a Nicolas Cage movie that you paid for.
I think the horrible movie makes the delicious popcorn even better. You did really, I was really focused on that popcorn.
Okay.
Did you watch any movies?
I watched, what did I watch? I watched Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which, I remember why I don't like Redbox.
I'm listening.
Okay. So I don't ever use Redbox. I haven't for years because I have Netflix, I have all this other stuff. It's more convenient. Interstellar's not been out long enough to be on Instant Play by any means.
It's not on Instant, but it's on disc.
Right.
Yep.
It was one of those situations where it was like Friday night and Jess was like, hey, I really want to watch Interstellar. It's on demand. Can we rent it? And I'm like, $5? How about I go spend $1 at a Redbox?
Mm-hmm.
So I signed up for a Redbox account because I didn't have one. And they sent me an email and they're like,
do you have to have a Redbox account?
You don't have to, but you can. So I downloaded an app. And you can say, this is where I'm at. This is the movie I want to watch. What kiosk is it in?
Got it.
So to do the app, you have to sign up for an account.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, thanks for signing up. Here's a coupon for a free rental. So I'm like, oh, I just went from $1 to no dollar.
DVD on me.
Right?
Yep.
So I show up to the Redbox, and I type in my little promo code, and it's like, oh, this code only works at select locations.
Oh, dick bags.
And I'm like, fuck you. It's $1. Really? So then I go to swipe my card, and it won't read my card. I tried 3 or 4 times. I wouldn't read it. I had Jess's card with me because I was going to put gas in the car for her. So I had to use that. So she She paid for it. I'm like, this is why I don't like Redbox. Nothing about this situation went right.
No, look at. I won't lie. I still miss Blockbuster Video. I miss being able to go to the video store on a Friday night, spend half an hour with a friend or the missus, looking around videos, choosing one, and going home and watching it. Like, I miss that experience. It's not the same going through the Voodoo account trying to find it. No, boo. I want a Blockbuster back.
Right.
We have one mom and pop video rental place by our house. In Silver Lake by the...
oh, yeah. Video update or video...
No. Silver Lake Video.
Oh.
Next to the Ace Hardware.
Okay.
Wow, you guys now know really close to where I live.
There is a video update or something over there still, too.
Nope.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I feel like it was there like 6 months ago. Mm-mm. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Where like the 24-hour fitness is?
Word.
Wow.
No. The only places I know left are Scarecrow Video in downtown Seattle.
Right.
Or Silver Lake Video.
When I was in Bellingham, there was a really, really cool video shop up there called Film is Truth 24 times a second.
Okay.
Interesting name. But they had like the craziest backlog of things that you can't find anywhere.
That's the way Scarecrow Video is.
Yeah.
It is like 3 stories of amazement. Yeah.
Scarecrow also has one of the most clever names for an espresso window. It's VH Espresso. Or VHS Espresso, yeah.
Yeah, you get it. It's cute. It's cute.
It's good.
Anyways, though, the local mom and pop place is $4 for a video rental, which is $5 for Blu-ray.
Okay.
And you know, remember Blockbuster used to sell like previously viewed?
Oh, yeah.
It was like 5 for $20.
Yeah.
They want $19 for a previously viewed Blu-ray. Are you kidding me? I can get it brand new at Target for $16.
Yeah.
5%, or I'm sorry, 10% off my Target Red Card.
Right.
Yeah, please, ridiculous. Anyways, that was my movie. That was your movie.
Yeah.
Let's talk about one thing that matters to us.
Okay.
Good beer, because this is not it. I had some delicious beer while I was in Vancouver.
Vancouver local?
Vancouver local.
Okay.
I don't remember the brewery, so I'll Google it and put it up on the lower third if I remember. Called Gypsy Tears.
Okay.
Super good. It was like a red amber ale, but it was a little sweet on the back end, but not when you first drank it. It just says sweeter aftertaste.
Okay.
Really enjoyed it. The other drink I had was called a Black and Black. So it was Guinness with a shot of cassis in it.
I'm not familiar.
So, you know what Clear Royale is?
Yeah.
That pink purple liquor they put in that?
Right.
They dropped that in my Guinness.
Okay.
So it's like I was drinking a Guinness that tasted like a flower. I did not like it.
I was going to say that I like my Guinness.
I love my Guinness. It was way too sweet for me. Like, I drank like this much. I'm like, I am done. Luckily, I was there with somebody I usually switch beers with anyways. So we just swapped earlier than usual.
Okay.
The last beer I had was called the Backhand of God.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little intimidating.
That's what it was called. It was fucking delightful.
Okay.
It was a porter in the most honest sense of a porter. Had a little bit of chocolate flavor, a little bit of coffee flavor, but had that punch to it and a little bit of the bitterness. It was fantastic.
Well, I am going to be in Vancouver next month, so I'll have to look for that.
Okay. Yeah, it's super good. We went to a place called Tap and Barrel right next to the convention center.
Okay.
So you can order a flight of beer, so that has 5 beers.
Yeah.
My beer drinking compadre, she ordered the other flight. So we got the 2 flights, the seasonal and the regular.
Okay.
The 2 people next to us were like, that's a great idea. We will also order flights. And I looked down and go, but you guys don't drink beer. Well, this way we get to try things. Okay. So me and my compadre split both of our flights. I drank half, and then she drank the other half of the glass.
Right.
And then the people next to us took a sip out of each one. They're like, nope. So we essentially got 2 flights.
Nice.
And then to top it all off, to make me sound like an alcoholic, George ordered the flight of scotches because he's trying to get into scotch. And he liked them.
I need to hang out with George more.
Yeah, no, he liked them. Like, we got him into the Lagavulin 16,
Nice.
Glenfiddich, but he would take a little bit of each. But he's such a lightweight, he just took a sip out of each scotch. He's like, I'm done. So we're like, oh, yeah, go ahead. Pass those on down here. So it was a successful night of beer and scotches, and some I've never had. All the beers were pretty good. The cider was not good, but I remember distinctly the name and how good the Backhand of God was.
Yeah. That's not a name you forget.
That's not a name you forget. So yeah, that is the rest of my Vancouver trip.
All right.
What'd you get this week, bud?
I got comic books.
Oh,
I know that's weird.
yeah.
Yeah, because this is a crochet podcast.
I got romance novels. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Should I not be in love with Captain Marvel?
No, you should not.
Luckily, I'm not.
By the way, somebody we know who I will tell you about after
Oh, no.
was at that non-compliance panel.
Boo! To whomever it was. Please tell me it wasn't CPA.
No. He
Okay.
wasn't here at the convention.
Regardless, boo. And let's hit on tech really fast. Do you like the new Lollipop update for your tablet?
I haven't noticed the difference.
Oh.
And I think it's just because I've had Lollipop on my phone for so long. I'm used to it.
Okay, there you go.
So I know, like, I did update it, 2 days ago or whatever, and now I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, like, I couldn't tell you what's different.
Okay, fair enough. That's the only device I have with Lollipop.
Oh, okay.
So it is a little different.
Well, how do you like it now that you're using it?
I don't like how the notifications are smaller than they were before.
Oh, they're narrow, you mean?
They're they're narrower and the font is a little bit smaller. I don't like where the clear alt. See, it used to be wider.
Yeah, it was full.
Yep.
Yeah, but like I said, I've been doing it on my phone.
I don't like the clear buttons down there.
I don't like that either.
Not like the clear button down there.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of switching. I won't get rid of my Tab S per se, but going Microsoft Surface 3, not Pro, just the regular Surface 3.
Yeah. You don't want to get that 8.4 inch. Oh, you might not have seen the message.
I did see that message.
On
Thank
sale.
you. Yeah.
Your smaller form factor you were looking at.
Yeah. And I do like, don't get me wrong, I do like that. The reason I'm thinking about the Surface 3 is because as much as I love my laptop, that thing is a beast.
Right.
It is, so I have a 15-inch aluminum case Dell, and it is phenomenal. Like under the hood, that thing is bestial. And it's fast. It does everything I want except travel well. And for work, I need that.
Right.
Especially when I'm running Corel and the editing and all that stuff. I need that. But when I'm just doing emails and stuff, I don't.
No.
So I'm thinking about just getting the Pro. Not the Pro, the Surface 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because full install of Windows 8.1.
Full install, and it comes with Office.
When 10 gets released, do you know if it's
It is
going to that?
upgradable as well.
Okay.
And it comes with a full Office. And Costco is going to sell it with the keyboard and the pen at the same price as Best Buy has it just the tablet. So
Yeah.
it is, again, that impulse control I have.
Right.
Just,
Okay.
you got a lot of books for you.
Yeah, I pulled down 10 digitals this week. And it's the first full week of Convergence.
Oh, your Convergence titles are funny.
Well, so, and here's the thing.
It's just the generic cover
Well,
for
and I didn't
everything.
notice this. So I'm on Comixology, which Comixology, if for some reason you're listening to this, look at my application. I want to work for you.
You should totally hire him. He's a fantastic employee.
Right? So when you're looking at your shelf, it just shows you there's a placeholder for the title. But then if you click on it, it goes into that title and it shows you the actual cover.
Oh, so that's the Convergence holder.
That's the series
Got it.
picture,
That makes
which
sense.
is weird. I never noticed that before because I've never had multiple books of the same. So I picked up 4 of the Convergence titles. I forgot. I told you earlier I got 3. I forgot that I got another one. So I got Convergence 1. I got Convergence Batgirl. Convergence Nightwing Oracle.
Right.
Convergence The Titans, which that's the one that I forgot that I had gotten.
Yeah, and is that cover not amazing?
I actually haven't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Donna Troy. My Donna Troy's back.
More than that, Roy Harper's going nuts.
Well, yeah. I got Evil Empire number 12. This is the final. It was a 12-issue maxi series. This is the final issue. So that's done now. I picked up Nameless number 3, Southern Cross number 2, and then Jupiter's Circle number 1, which we'll get into that a little bit.
Sucker.
And then I got Savior number 1 and The 4 Points number 1.
Okay. I picked up a couple things. I also picked up some trades,
Right.
which I didn't bring with me. But the reason I bring those up is I know how much you love Invincible.
I do.
He loves it so much.
So good.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give Invincible another shot.
Okay.
I have the first trade. The comic shop was going to sell the second, third, and fourth, and they're like at 60% off.
Oh, wow.
So I'm all like, oh, I'll totally buy these.
Yeah.
So I was talking to my buddy about it, and we're just kind of talking about other trades and the other ones I'm looking at. He's like, don't buy it, man.
Really?
And I'm like, he's like, the first 6 trades are really good. He goes, but I know you. You're a completist. You'll need to get them all. After the 6th trade, though, it just goes downhill real bad, real fast.
That would be around issue 48, 49?
Yeah, about there.
No.
Well, he convinced me otherwise, so I didn't buy them.
Okay.
So,
I have all the singles. If you ever really want to...
do you really have it all in single?
Oh, yeah.
I thought...
No. That's one...
Still single issues? No more, not even digital on you?
No.
Good on you, man.
That's one that I started when I used to legally download all my comics.
Mm-hmm.
I had the first 50 as CBZs.
Okay.
And then once I started going back to the shop and buying again, I backfilled. I have 1 through 122 or whatever the one that came out
The
last
newest
week
one,
was.
yeah.
That
That was 118.
It might be 118, somewhere right around the 120s. So I have all of those single. I also have, there was a Invincible Universe miniseries that went 12 issues. I have that.
And wasn't there a Rex and Adam?
There was Rex and Adam, and then there was a what is her name? Eve, the girlfriend, the wife. There was a 2-issue mini on that, and I have that too.
Interesting. Okay.
So when I say I'm an Invincible fan,
I believe you.
that is one that I will always get single issue. I will never go digital on that.
Interesting. Because I was thinking about originally picking up the first couple in digital, even though I owed them the first trade, and I was like, for what they're wanting for the digital issues, fuck them. It's too expensive.
No.
Anyways, so I picked up Captain Marvel number 14. I struggled buying this book. You know I don't like Captain Marvel. You know I don't like Kelly Sue.
Right.
But it's part of Black Vortex.
And again, you're a completionist, so you have to get...
But it's actually not like a spin-off. It is actually one of the chapters that takes place in Black Vortex. In fact, I'll tell you my Emerald City story in a second. Star Wars Darth Vader, Storm, Rat Queens, and then my convergence titles is Batman and Robin, Titans, Speed Force, Nightwing and Oracle, Superman, Justice League, and Convergence number 1.
Uh-huh.
What uh-huh?
We'll get into this. I'm not terribly impressed with Convergence so far.
So you and I are coming from Convergence at different viewpoints.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason I'm struggling is like there's all this stuff that happened, especially in this issue, that if you didn't read New 52 Futures End, you're lost.
And Earth 2 World
and Earth 2, you're kind of lost.
So they kind of explain it a little bit, but not well.
No.
Not
so
well.
You're coming and having read that essentially a prequel, and you get all of it. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't even understand. I didn't realize that the new Alan Scott's powers were based on the green in the earth.
Yes. Well, much like Alan Scott originally wasn't a Green Lantern typical. His was magic source.
Yeah.
And this is,
The foliage gives him his powers.
Not exactly. It's one of the parliaments of Earth. It's a lot to be explained here. And let's get to explain it. Let's talk. Or do you want to?
No.
Would you like to recant my Matt Fraction introduction at Emerald City?
Oh no, you should totally do that because that's funny.
So Jay and I were we heading out to have a drink, or were we coming back from having a drink?
We were coming back in.
So we were coming back in from having a drink, and out comes Matt Fraction and his wife Kelly Sue DeConnick, who I'm not shy to say I do not like. So they're coming out, and we're social. Like, we know each other's names, and we're cordial to each other, like Matt, Kelly, and everyone else. So we're walking out, and I just go, "Hey, Matt." And he says hi. No, nothing to Kelly. Just fucking keep walking by, not even a nod or an acknowledgement. And Jay just busts out laughing. Just busts out laughing.
That's like the most dick thing you could do at that point.
They were walking quickly. I only had time to say hi to one of them, and I chose the right one. I will defend that choice.
Okay. Yeah. But no, I thought it was funny. I mean, obviously, like, I think you probably have more issue with Kelly Sue than I do. Not to say that I don't have an issue.
Bitch planet. Bitch, please.
Right? Bitches be like, Felicia. Oh, that's a thing now. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw it on Empire.
Oh, well, then it must be a thing.
It's been going on in Jessica Salon for a while. They're like, bye, Felicia. I don't know where it started, but then, yeah, it was on an episode.
Okay, well, who's Felicia?
Right?
I don't.
I'm so
Is
confused.
she from one of the other Earths that hasn't showed up in Convergence yet? Like, who's Felicia?
Black Cat.
Secret War reference. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
So,
Okay.
yeah, no, I just thought the whole thing was funny.
Yeah. Jay busted out laughing. Like, it is. That story in itself is not hilarious, but it's just totally worth Jay's reaction every time. Convergence.
Okay.
Okay. So tell everybody what it is so far, what the whole premise is, and then I'll get into what it is and what it ain't.
So the whole premise of Convergence is there's all these different Earths in the DCU, and because there's all these different versions of Earth, much like string theory, there's different versions of the people on Earth. So you have multiple versions of Superman out there. You have different Green Lanterns out there. There's different Batman. There's all these different people exist in multiple different versions of Earth.
The multiverse.
The multiverse. So Brainiac, this is the part that I'm sort of confused on because I didn't read the Earth 2 stuff. Brainiac is somehow involved in getting them all into one place to fight each other. They all get pulled in there with their respective cities, and the premise is that only one city can survive. So it's a battle to see which city ends up being the one true rightful city that exists.
So let's look at it this way. Since Brainiac's ever came out, he's always collected cities. Remember, he collected Kandor.
Right.
The whole reason he destroyed Krypton was to get Kandor.
Right.
So he's always collected these cities. Yeah. As it turns out, he's collected these cities and is now going to wage them against each other.
So in Convergence Zero, which we talked a little bit about last week, you saw all these different versions of Brainiac talking to this one version of Superman.
Yes.
So that was kind of your first glimpse at all these different versions. In this, we start seeing some of the different versions of the actual characters.
Right. So we see different versions of the actual characters, and it's all gone through, at this point, through Talos, who is Brainiac's emissary.
Okay.
So Brainiac has not reared his Brainiaciness yet in Convergence.
Right.
So through Talos. So the first introduction, Jay had read it before I did.
Yeah, and I was not understanding what version of these characters we were seeing in the opening.
So the very first version is an evil Superman against Batman, Flash, Harley Quinn, and Cyborg. And I read it, and Jay's like, I don't know who this is. And I kind of lost my shit when I figured out who it was. Like, I got super excited. It's clearly the Injustice Superman.
Yeah. And you read the Injustice comic.
Yes.
So my only exposure
I only read the first 2 seasons. I haven't read the third season yet.
Right. But my only exposure to the Injustice characters was in the Injustice video game, which the comic's based off.
And it's awesome.
It is, yeah. But I haven't played in a year and a half. So.
Yeah, so we get introduced to that world. They're fighting, and their city's being ripped apart. And it's one of the cities that they're collecting. Then we next see all the Earth 2 characters who had previously had just been killed in Earth 2 World's End. The Omega Beams was about to get them. And in the book, you think it does. In this, we learn that Talos admits he pulled them out at the last second. Because if you don't pull them out you have to pull them out when they're about to die. Otherwise, people will think that they're still alive and look for them. This way, they just assume they're dead and he pulls them out. So we're introduced into that. And that's what Jay's talking about. Because they're fighting, they're having this relationship, these discussions that makes no sense if you didn't read Earth 2 World's End.
Right.
If you do, you're like, this now completely takes off right where I left off. We then have the Earth 2 people, and then Talos decides to make an announcement. That's what Brainiac looks like.
Right.
And I'm going to read his announcement that he made to the entire world. Okay? So it is, behold, as I reach out to all that inhabit my world and speak to them as one. So he's literally speaking to every city that they've pulled out from the multiverse, addressing them all at once. Citizens of my world, I have brought this convergence upon you. Now is the time, the hour is near, judgment is here. Only one city shall survive, the strong. Since your arrival, I have been the air that you breathe, the water you drink. I am the very ground you walk upon. I am your starless sky. I am the world, I am Telos. I have tended to your every need. But now the dome will fall and champions must rise. Never have the powerful among you been more necessary, for you are about to partake in the greatest experiment of all. Your time has ended. Your worlds are dead, but I have the power to grant one city a future. This next part, I was like, I'm totally in because of what he says. Some of you came to me at a time of infinite crisis. Others have brought here in the final moments of their 0 hour. Whether it was a flashpoint for a time that never was or a kingdom that will never come, everyone has granted life as a result of my dominion. That changes now. How are you not stoked by that?
No, I am. I'm kind of excited to see what happens. But like I said, I think my issue was just that I didn't know the backstory of what all had happened previous to this. So I think that just kind of took me out. And the last couple pages, yeah, brought me back in. But
Sure.
yeah.
So Infinite Crisis, 0 Hour, Flashpoint, and Kingdom Come are all different universes that have read in comic books that their universes have ended, but not necessarily they haven't. And he explains that he's taken from every universe ever created and is going to mush them together.
Right.
Super stoked to find out what happens.
The one thing that I kind of liked about the end of this book, after this happens, they're like, we're not going to do this. We're not going to follow along, whatever. And he's like, oh, but some already have. And you see this final page of all the different versions of Superman because of what happened in Convergence Zero, where he talks about it. Brainiac has always failed because of a Superman.
Yes.
And there's a part of me that hopes that the Prime Universe or Earth One or whatever we want to call it, Superman ends up being Red Sun
I know, me too. Like when I see Red Sun, I'm all like, please be that the victor. Like make that the future Superman, and I will be so happy.
Right? I don't need Kingdom Come Superman. He's old. Also, I didn't even recognize half of those Superman. Like I can pinpoint half of them.
Right. But no, Red Sun sticks out, and you just don't want him to just massively destroy the world.
In Mother Russia. Yeah.
So that's
Convergence
Convergence.
1. I'm kind of curious to see how some of the other titles go.
I'm super excited. Like, just the breakdown of what I read about what Titans is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. Like, some of them I'm on the fence about. Like, Tim Drake fighting the Red Hood. I'm interested in that one. Speed Force, just because I love the Flash series. Nightwing and Oracle is the one I'm most about, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm not getting all the Convergence titles. No. I am nitpicking the ones I want with characters I care about.
Yeah, there's quite a few that came out today that I'm like, I don't care about that. I'm not gonna spend money on it.
Nope, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
And that is it for us this week. Next week we will be recording not from Seattle. We will be in Anaheim. Jay and I are going to the Star Wars celebration in Anaheim, California.
Oh shit, it's in California?
Yeah, that's where. Oh no, did you think Anaheim, Texas?
Yeah.
No, did you book the wrong flight? Jay, don't tell me. Oh.
I didn't book my flight.
Did I send you somewhere else?
I don't know. I already have a big hat though, so
you just want to go back to Calgary.
Right. To be fair, I just want to go back to Palomino.
If you guys are ever in Calgary, go to Palomino's and have the best barbecue. You know what? Turn off your computers now and go. Let's go. Bye, guys.
Yep.